EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go here in Tokyo. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This one finds Wilson downfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Dragons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Our first carry for Najee Harris. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Now Fields. Here's one deep for Pickens. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. George Pickens, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Caught, it's Wilson. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's Fields. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's brought down. First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Harris. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Here's Fields. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. The give to Langford. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team Fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
They snap it to Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively. And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Here's Fields on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Fields scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, they'll start out with Wright. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Here's 2nd and 10. Langford up the middle. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Fields. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They were going for it on 4th and inches, now 4th and 5.
Yeah, everything had built to a crescendo, hadn't it? 4th and inches. I mean, we were coming out of our chairs up here. Now on 4th and 5, you've got to think about whether you want to go for it or not.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A quarterback run, good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll go with a keeper. Try to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. That is caught. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Fields. That one down the field for Freiermuth. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Throwing again is Fields. And his throw here is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's got his man on the out route. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They'll try to right side with Harris. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front. pounding on the defense right now with the running game and truly establishing themselves.
And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 69 yards. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now, I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Najee Harris, 42 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A give up the middle to right, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. Now a give. Running left is Harris. Oh, some strong running. Still going. Najee Harris. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Wright. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Fields now to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from going up by 40. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Caught by Wilson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right back to Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Alex Highsmith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's 2nd and 8. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Jalen Wright from 8 yards out. And the Dragons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here we go. This is Langford on 1st and 10. And he'll work down inside the 45. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 19 yards that time for number 19. They'll look to throw here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 155 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And here we go on 4th down. Fields flushed out right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Here we go. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.